Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. It's late. It's my kind of night, my time of night. Well, my time of day. Well, my time of the hour. I'm just a night owl. So, I just wanted to check in for the ones and twos, come talk to y'all because y'all don't get to see me often, just my hands. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. You know the drill. Drop a comment to say hello to a goddess because I love it when you say hello. Click the thanks button if this reading resonated with you, or if you even had fun or brightened your day or your moment, or you needed a chance to smile. Send some thanks my way. Any amount helps. And most importantly, click like, subscribe to the channel, share the video to share the wealth, and voila. I appreciate you regardless of what you decide to do. Anyway, so we're going to get into this reading, Gemini, and see what's going on with your energy. I decided to show my face tonight. How y'all doing? Good, I hope. You hear the birds at night, right? Yeah, it's always sunny on this side. So we're going to tap into our energies and into your energies and just see what our spirit guides has to say about your love life. Because Gemini, you always want to know what's going on in your love life. You heard. So Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for the Gemini collective. I'm going to just pull 3 cards for the Gemini and elaborate on what they want to know, what they need to hear, even if they don't want to hear it, and send you on your way with some blessings and good vibes for the upcoming days. Right. So what's the overall energy for the Gemini? What's the overall energy for the Gemini? Ace of Cups, new relationship, Gemini. We always talking about breakups and what your ex may be thinking in relation to how you're feeling and how you may be able to reconcile. Well, we don't really talk about how you be able to reconcile because I don't be encouraging foolishness when it's just not working. You just got to be separate and all that. But this particular card right here, Gemini, is just putting you on game as far as new connections, the potential to start something new. So I feel like you're in a state of being curious about what is yet to come. Like your new creative energy, a new burst of inspiration to do something outside of your norm. I feel like some of you want to go out and explore new friendships. I feel like some are yearning for an inner circle. You may feel like you don't have close friends or you don't have anyone to call when shit hits the fan, and you just want somebody or at least a couple people that are in your corner. For some of you, you may feel like you look at connections of people around you and you're like, how are they able to maintain their relationships? And I can't even get a text back. Or my phone is just so dry. That's what I'm hearing. Like, my phone is so dry. Why can't I? Now, when was the last time you thought about the potential of you being the best version of yourself so that you can be a best friend to someone, you being someone that someone else yearns for, as opposed to just looking for what you're missing, what you need, what you want, what you're trying to fulfill? When was the last time that you really genuinely went out of your way to be there for someone else? So your guides are now challenging you to make yourself available, because a lot of you has been unavailable, mostly emotionally unavailable, maybe feeling afraid of opening up yourself to other people because people have tried your shit one time too many, and now you're just apprehensive, not putting yourself in a position to be around people in environments where you get to exchange phone numbers because you may feel like you may be taken advantage of. But your spirit guides are saying that if you want tight-knit friendships and you want to experience the joy of just having that circle around you, that traveling clique that you may be thinking about, you have to make yourself available, and that potential is there. Are you going to embrace it, Gemini? Let's pull a couple more cards, shall we? You know, I love when we pull these cards and it just brings out the positiveness of what you should be doing so that you can elevate and be the best version of yourself. Because you know I'm on it. So let's see. Spirit, please provide me with some more guidance regarding Gemini, building new connections. And it doesn't even have to be connections of intimacy. Intimacy doesn't even have to be sex. Intimacy can just be intimate conversations, things that you don't typically share with anyone, that you're afraid to because you may feel like they may compromise the connection by telling your business. But there are actually authentic people out there that can actually hold a secret. There are people out there who have your best interest at heart, and they have the same reservations as you do, but because you're being so reserved and so careful and so fearful of the unknown, you aren't finding them and they aren't finding you, and you have just the same feeling. And what happens when you operate in fear? You get nothing. All right, Spirit, so let's provide Gemini with some more insight to see how they can build their connections. Oh, Six of Coins. Investing, balancing. So you taking too much time to yourself. So you may be investing a lot in self-love and self-care. So you're doing the right work of what it would take to meet someone, to show them how you want to be treated. And again, we're just not talking about intimate connections, okay? We are talking about investing in yourself in a way that even you can attract friends who look at you and see how you treat yourself and want you to introduce them to the way of life that you've been living, that you've grown to live. So in order for you to meet that match, or to meet those matches of people that you want to live that life with and experience new heights with, you have to also not only invest in yourself, but also invest in the experience, right? So when you put yourself out there, you also need to put some money in the bank, but put some money in the tank. Also, you need to invest in traveling. Invest in a trip. Are you saving for a trip? Are you just, as soon as you get a nice sum of money, you spending it on something that's just going to be gone and with nothing for you to show for it? And while that is okay if it's making you happy, but what is it really doing for you in the long run, right? Are you investing in ways where you can meet people that are on the same wavelength as you are? Or are you looking at the experience like, oh, it's too expensive, I cannot afford that, when you can? So what are you investing in? That's what you need to ask yourself. When was the last time that you truly invested in an experience? Your spirit guides are challenging you to invest in an experience. It's saying to also balance your self-love also with the external love. So you may even need to treat someone somewhere, do something out of your norm. Your spirit guides are saying that all it takes is some much needed action in the right direction. It's like you've been thinking about these things, but actually taking the steps to do these things is what's going to be pivotal for you, and is what's going to change your whole dynamic towards meeting people and actually building a connection with people that you will appreciate in the long run. This is going to take a lot more effort from you. Let's pull another card, Gemini. Yes, you ain't know you was going to get this message tonight. All right, we're going to pull the third card. I said I was just going to pull 3, and this is 3, right? 7 of Pentacles. So investing. Also taking into account the investments that you've made into yourself in the past, so that you don't take yourself for granted and take anyone else for granted in the midst of all of these new changes. Being grateful for where you are and for what you have right now, not being so caught up in what you're trying to attain that you ignore your growth and ignore how far you've come. So your spirit guides are just saying to balance everything. Balance everything. Your self-love is just as important as that friendship that you're trying to build, or those friendships that you're trying to make, or that network that you're trying to expand. remember you in the midst of all of this, Gemini. On the bottom of the deck, it's the Seven of Wands. You may feel like people don't really understand you, and you feel like you're more misunderstood than you're understood before you even have a chance to explain yourself. But understand yourself in a way that you can explain yourself even when things get difficult, or even allow yourself the opportunity to be heard in a way that's unbiased by your own understanding, meaning that tap into yourself so deeply and so intentionally that you won't even need to explain yourself to people who don't matter. Value yourself in a way that is respected. Respect yourself enough to know when a situation does not accommodate your inner GPS. Love on you intentionally, and understand that the world is not out to get you. And when people show you who they are, believe them. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Gemini. Now, we're going to call it quits for the night. But you knew you needed to hear this message. Drop a comment and tell me how you're going to build these connections. Because these connections are money connections, Gemini. I'm not trying to play with you tonight. These are money connections. And money. And I'm not just talking about tangible income. I'm talking about that wealth that you feel, that health is wealth, that wake up in the morning and I feel so motivated, that wake up in the morning and I feel so renewed, that wake up in the afternoon or in the night and feeling so motivated and renewed and stress-free. It's a different kind of wealth. All right, Spirit, please provide me with the closing message for the Gemini. Please provide me with the closing message for Gemini. Wholeness. You don't need anyone to make you feel whole. You are the proctor of your life. You are the author. I'm from New York, y'all. You are the author of your story. Not just a chapter, not just an excerpt. You are the author of your story. Believe in what you're saying. And believe in what you're going through. Believe in your process. And understand that every little piece of what you're experiencing is a part of you. Whether it is your past or your present. It is all a part of you. But it does not define you. What defines you is what you use to elevate in a positive way. And what defines you is how you overcome difficulties, how you overcome the things that were sent to disable you. That's what makes you whole. Don't hold on to the things that didn't work out, friends of the past that you couldn't keep, or things that just wasn't serving you any longer. Those are just experiences that were to teach you how to go through difficult times, so that when that experience kind of overshadowed again in another circumstance through another person, you know how to move forward. You know how to maneuver. You know how to converse. And most importantly, the situations that did not make it into your present, or the people that did not make it into your present, is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of growth, that you're still here to live another day, to know what makes you whole, and to know what takes away from. It's all about math, subtracting and dividing, multiplying, equal sign. And to sum it all up, you're whole on your own. You don't need anyone or any one thing to be whole. And you're going to attract your tribe regardless. But who you attract, it depends on how you feel on the inside. And that's what's important, Gemini. And I hope this resonates with someone. If you'd like to book a personal reading, click the link in the description. If you'd like this wallpaper, the link is in the description. If you'd like this lamp candle thingy, the link is in the description. If you'd like this desk, the link is in the description. You can have what I have. I freely give, and I humbly receive all your kindness and all your feedback. I truly appreciate you. So until next time, love and light, tribe.